Science. Ooh, la-di-da.
We're scientists. We can conceive of anything.
You must learn to distinguish between smut and science.
Put your trust in the scientific method. Put your faith in the scientific method. I have enough faith in the scientific method.
Ooh, la-di-da.
Human beings are still fish.
Human beings are fish?
Why, yes, of course they are.
I'm an ape.
Yeah.
Are you, Bishop?
I'm not.
Okay.
Definitely I'm not.
Well, I'm an ape. I'm an African ape. Yeah. And I'm very proud to be an African ape.
Yeah.
And so should you.
The number of science papers in the journals where scientists have experimented with mutation in living things is so high that if you were to stack those papers, each one might be 10 or 20, 30 pages long, or 50. You were to stack them all, you'd have a multi-story building worth of paper. That's how many studies have been done in mutation. Every day in this country, in the United States alone, probably, a stack of papers, if all the experiments that are being conducted were to be put in paper form, there would be a stack as tall as your living room.
Right. Have you read all of them?
Every single day.
Have you read all of them?
And no science paper that has ever discussed new anatomical features arising in incrementally.
Have you read all of them?
No, but if it had
How
been,
do you know they didn't?
If it had been, it would be major news. It would be all over the news, and you would
No,
read
it's
about
not a
it.
major question for. It's not a major question
It
for
would be.
evolution. No, it's not. It's only a major question for creationists who think this
Art,
is.
can you show me one? Do you know of one?
Let me finish. Stop. Okay. This is only a contentious issue for creationists. This is not a contentious. It's nothing important for scientists. Scientists accept evolution. They have no problem with it. So that's why it's not going to be. So what? That's why it's not going to be headline news.
That doesn't make it true.
Hey, wait, I'm not finished. And you cannot say that there isn't any article unless you read all of them, or unless you're at least a biologist.
I can say that.
Okay,
you know why? I can say that because I have seen the testimony of numerous scientists.
You can never say there's never been a miracle if you haven't researched all the miracle cases.
I didn't say that there aren't.
Here's what I base my opinion on. I base my opinion that my statement is true based on the testimony of numerous scientists who discussed random genetic mutation, some of them geneticists, and they acknowledge that this is true of the journals. They're far more knowledgeable about what's in the science journals than I am.
Excellent.
I trust their testimony.
And they're rich, and I trust testimonies of the rest of the 90% of biologists.
If you're saying that there are science papers in the journals that demonstrate that mutation has built new anatomical feature of any kind incrementally, and this has been observed, you should try providing it. Because
why do I have to? You said that your basis for doing this is that you trust the testimony of a few scientists.
I do.
Well, wait, let me finish.
Is there any testimony?
Wait, let me finish, for fuck's sake. And I can say the exact same thing in support of evolution. 98% of scientists accept evolution. And they're against creationism, they're against ID. So there we go.
Okay, so no, here's the difference, Art. You can't cite me a scientist who acknowledges that it's been observed in the laboratory setting that random mutation builds anatomical features incrementally. You'll never find it, Art, but I challenge you to try.
There has been an evolution of an animal that has changed. It's the peppered moth experiment.
No, you should look into the peppered moth thing.
I have it right there.
Okay, firstly, wait, let me respond to that.
Neff, you've been talking nonstop.
Moths, changing the color of a moth will never cause it to become a new kind of creature.
It seems like no matter what was presented, there's always going to be, well, that's just more evidence for God. That's just it's designed that way. No matter when you're in that mindset, no matter what you're going to present, it's going to be wrong, or it's going to be that's just an even better design, right? So how do you work with that?
Yeah, you don't.
You can't. Right? The blinkers are on fucking tight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. He's a human being. He has a position.
He has dug his heels into that position. He's a really smart guy, and he has sunk his teeth into areas of biology, microbiology, physics, this, that, and the other, that most of us have not. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, true. I agree, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm giving credit where credit is due. I disagree with him to the nth degree. I'm not going to deny that. That doesn't take anything away from what I'm saying.
Well, just before he came on, I asked him how he came to the position that he was in, and he first said he was an evolutionist. First said he was an evolutionist, but he was a Christian evolutionist. And then when he got into looking into it and the science and all that, that turned him into what he is now. So
I think that one of the few flaws of Neff is that he doesn't have he's not able to get past the paywall of genuine, like scientific articles. I have a feeling that he reads the abstracts and pulls as much out of them as he can. But if he had access to the actual article, he'd have
I looked up the time dilation thing.
Okay, so I'm back. Did anybody find an example whereby natural processes produce information linguistics or algorithms so that we can question the inference that it's always true these things come from mind?
Exactly. That's what we were just talking about, Pac-Man 2.
Did you?
Yeah.
Pac-Man, that's software written by man, that's an intelligence. Try again.
Exactly. Well, no, you don't understand that Pac-Man was actually handed to us by aliens. And I know that to be true because it was revealed to me in such a way that I know it can be true.
Okay.
All the evidence we provide you, you somehow turn back to your God.
I debunk it.
You just say God did it.
Dismiss it. Based on personal
I don't. I show you that it is a product of creation. I've given you the evidences of it. I mean, I can give you evidences that I could do it all night long.
Neff, hold on.
But you're not doing a correct thing all night long. What you're doing is you're filling everyone's ears full of shit all night long.
It's
pretty much what's going on.
What he calls SHIT is the fact that life is based on information algorithms and linguistics.
Neff, I mean, you are such an unreliable source.
Wow.
I mean, it's really embarrassing. It's embarrassing that people like you continue with a monologue that you've had for years and years and years that you haven't adjusted.
You need to I infer that the properties of the creation require a creator.
Okay, but here's the thing. If we're talking about like science, right? Like using the scientific method, it comes up with theories and equations and stuff like basic explanations behind natural phenomena, right? I mean, you can't say that you know that this mind produced stuff, but you don't know the mechanism by which these complex structures come about. You can't just say that, because you have that sense of intuitive reasoning from what you understand is designed like computers or linguistics or something else, and then say, nope, stop, and then say in the next breath that therefore it happened this way, but you don't know the mechanism or process behind that. That's disingenuous.
Let me give you another example. Can I give you another example? I'm going to post a link on the side here. This is from NCBI.
Even if you gave an example,
science website. Wait, I'm giving one.
Go ahead. I'm giving one.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Source.
Okay. I am not the source. I'm providing it.
I understand.
You don't want to hear the arguments. I know you don't want to hear it.
No, what's the source?
You don't want to.
Hey guys,
blah blah. You don't want to hear the rebuttals. See,
guys, calm down. Listen,
I want to tell me about the source.
Wait. Everyone, calm down. You will be allowed to speak.
Well, what you need is information algorithms and linguistics, which always come from mind, and verify all living things on this planet had an intelligent designer.
Yeah, could you tell us now about the mechanism by which that mind produced that? No? Okay, thanks.
I mean, you're just pointing out to, missing knowledge. I mean, we don't know everything.
No, this is knowledge.
Okay, how is this knowledge?
Dial the gaps.
No, dude. Can you show me one contradiction? Can you show me something that disproves evolution, that makes it impossible?
Let me repeat it one more time. Information, linguistics, and algorithms.
Okay, how do you know that cannot come from
part of the genomes of every living thing on the planet?
How do you know this cannot come from an natural process?
I already gave it to you.
This article doesn't say this is in conflict with evolutionary theory. It's actually explaining why it's not.
But the evidence is in conflict.
But it's explaining why it's not in conflict, and it's trying.
Of course, they're going to come up with a scenario to explain it away.
So this actually
but they do always.
Behold, it is I, Horus, Egyptian god of the sun. And while you were busy indoctrinating these idiots with your medieval mumbo-jumbo, I, Horus, was busy discovering a very ancient Egyptian scroll that will most assuredly unveil the heights of your hypocrisy and send your silly little Jesus cult crashing to the ground.
And what is the name of this very ancient Egyptian scroll that you just discovered?
www.atheistmixologist.Neil deGrasse Tyson is my homeboy / Hey Christians, why you know follow your fairy tale book .blogtown.net.